Alright, I'm here, guys. We ready to do this?
Yeah, we're ranking the core Resident Evil games, plus some extras.
Let's get this done, fellas.
Alright. But I better not see any bias here, alright? Just because you're in the game does not necessarily make it better than others, okay?
Oh, of course you would be the one to say that, Leon. You have probably 2 of the best games on this damn list.
What? Hey, I'm just spitting facts, Chris. If you can't take the heat, then you shouldn't have invited me to do this.
Oh, you better not start, you little...
Guys, calm down, both of you. We're all friends here, so let's act like it and just get on with the list.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Leon. I meant no harm by it.
None taken, big guy. Now let's start this list, shall we?
Yeah, for sure. So first up, we got Resident Evil 1.
Is that even a question? Easy S tier. The game revolutionized survival horror and brought in a whole new era of gaming.
Agreed. No complaints here. S tier it is.
Now hold on just a second.
Huh?
Oh, god damn it, Leon.
The game was great, sure, but not exactly S tier. You see, while they did improve a lot upon the original game, they still made some blunders. For example, those fucking redhead zombies were annoying as fuck to deal with. Having to constantly refill on lighter fluid and burn the bodies was so irritating. And if you decided not to, then good luck dealing with it once it wakes up again.
Leon, are you fucking serious? You're complaining about the Crimson Heads? Sounds like a skill issue to me. What do you think, Jill?
Yeah, what are you talking about, Leon? The Crimson Heads were added to the game to help keep it fresh, and not just a graphical upgrade of the original.
Did I say I was finished? No. Let me continue. So, like any Resident Evil game, you're gonna want to do multiple playthroughs. So there I was, eager to do another Jill playthrough after finishing the game as both Chris and Jill, but I see this stupid-ass pop-up saying that bomb zombie mode was activated. That stupid thing was so annoying. You can't kill his ass or he just insta-kills you as well. And the worst part is you can't turn it off. Really dampened my feelings towards the game.
Leon, you realize if you keep using your first save, then bomb zombie mode won't activate, right?
Wait, deadass?
Oh my god, Leon, you fucking imbecile! Fuck this, we're moving on! Your points were dog water anyways. The game stays in S tier. So now we have Resident Evil 2 Original.
A strong successor to the original 1996 Resident Evil. Improved upon the original in pretty much every way, and having multiple endings brought lots of replay value. A tier for sure.
Yeah, I can get behind that. On top of that, it introduced 2 more great protagonists to the series, even rivaling Jill and I.
Agreed. A tier it is.
Okay, now for the remake of Resident Evil 2.
A solid reimagining of the original RE2. The horror was great, the newly added gore was so satisfying, and they brought back actual zombies. Was a nice change of pace after fighting those moldy assholes in RE7.
Can't forget Mr. X always chasing you too. Unlike the scripted one in the original, he was actually a threat in this game.
Good points. So what are we thinking? I think high A tier.
Really? A tier? I'd go ahead and put this in S tier right after RE1.
I have to disagree, Leon. It just doesn't have the same charm as RE1 does. Definitely higher than RE2 original, but it stops there.
Yeah, don't get too ahead of yourself there, Leon. Remember, no bias.
Oh, fuck you both. Fine, have your A tier and let's move on.
Okay, now 1999's Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. What do you guys think?
I think we can agree another S tier, right? Having an entire city to roam around to loot and kill zombies was phenomenal. Not to mention Nemesis. Guy has one hell of a grudge against me, but he really helped spice up the gameplay and add a new horror element. You think you're about to finish the game when the helicopter comes to the clock tower? Nope. Big fucker appears and shoots it down with a rocket launcher. S tier, no cap.
Okay, Jill. I'ma need you to shut the fuck up a second. No, RE3 was not better than Resident Evil 2, remake or the original. Capcom did a great job releasing this game just 1 year after RE2, sure, but there wasn't as much replay value as RE2. Also, the dodge and shove mechanic just made things a bit too easy once you knew how to do it. I'd say A tier right below RE2 original.
Sorry, Jill. I think I'm gonna have to agree with Leon. A solid game for sure, but I still had more fun playing RE2 over it. A tier it is.
Fine. Fair points, I suppose. Moving on.
Now for the Resident Evil 3 remake. Oh boy.
Hey guys, before you...
Absolute pile of dog ass. The game neutered the shit out of the original RE3 and made Nemesis into a fucking joke. Capcom must have been on a high after the goldmine that was the RE2 remake, so they thought they could strike lightning twice right away. A true disgrace to the series. D tier, no question.
Yeah, Jill, I can't lie. That game fucking blows. The way they made your character into some generic strong woman pile of shit was absurd. And yeah, Nemesis was terrible. Bro just casually Kool-Aid Mans his way into Jill's apartment at the beginning of the game, removing all the buildup that was in the original. They made him into some scripted dog shit that was more of an annoyance than an actual threat. They even took out the choice system that was in the original, destroying replay value. Not to mention that half the damn game is missing. Definitely a D tier. W take on that one, Leon.
God damn it! Yeah, I suppose you guys are right. Let's just move on and forget about that, okay?
All right, baby, here we go. Original Resident Evil 4. I'm sure we can unanimously agree that it's S tier, am I right?
Yep, one of the goats of the series for sure, my boy.
Pump the brakes, fellas.
The fuck?
Jill, you gotta be kidding me. We are talking about Resident Evil fucking 4.
You guys need to stop meat riding and look at the facts. This was a glorified escort quest, with little to no horror in favor of over-the-top action. Ashley was annoying as all fuck, and was what really held the game back.
Oh, fuck off, Jill. It revolutionized not only the series, but the gaming industry as a whole. The over-the-shoulder third-person gameplay rocked all the other gaming companies to the core. Mixing great action with the horror and suspense was masterful. Sure, Ashley was annoying, but she wasn't with you for like half the game anyways.
Even the devs of Dead Space openly said they tried to model the game after the way RE4 was.
Come on, guys. They literally took out the zombies in a fucking Resident Evil game and replaced it with some Parasite. Like what? This game also popularized QuickTime events, which was more of a mistake than anything. Story was mid as fuck, too.
Fuck you. The game was phenomenal from start to finish and had more ports than fucking Skyrim. It's an S tier.
Yeah, sounds like a skill issue to me, Jill. Get better. S tier it is. Now we have the newest entry to the series, Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Fucking banger of a game. Made everything that was amazing from the original and cranked it up to 11. Some nice dialogue was cut out and some voices were fucked up. But overall, absolute masterpiece. The best remake that Capcom has made so far. S fucking tier.
Those Scythe Nightingale wannabe asshats were annoying in the castle. But yes, it was great. It took everything where the original fell short and perfected it.
Don't exactly know what you mean there, Jill, but I agree. Fantastic game. S tier for sure. Okay, now the GOAT, Resident Evil 5.
A tier for sure. An absolute hood classic of a game. Not only did—
Shut up, both of you. No, not A tier. You see, RE4 was the perfect blend of horror with action, but RE5 just blew it way out of proportion. Wesker was way too over the top with his stupid Ouroboros plan, and then Chris just casually punches a fucking boulder. That's not even humanly possible, bro.
Shut up, Leon. The game was peak action. Sure, it had practically no horror element, but the action more than made up for it. Playing it with a friend was simply incredible. So much fun to be had. Wesker was an ass, but it was fun as fuck to rock his shit after he rocked mine in Code Veronica. Easy A tier.
Well, when you don't have a second person to play with, it's a nightmare. The Sheva AI was dumb as all fuck. Motherfucker would just shoot at the ground and use up all your ammo on the easiest targets.
You didn't have a second person? Leon, why didn't you tell me? I could have gotten Claire to go play with you.
Oh, fuck off with that shit already, Chris. And Jill, what the hell are you talking about? You thought RE4 action was over the top, but not RE5? You fucking high or something?
Well, good point. But I personally think RE5 action was just too good to complain about. It was over the top, but in the right way.
Hypocritical ass bitch. I can compromise at high B tier, but no higher than that.
We outvote you, Leon. It's A tier. Better than RE2 even.
Y'all some assholes. Fine, fuck you both.
Okay, moving on to Resident Evil 6.
You know, it was kind of a solid game. Not better than the aforementioned. But I think it can get at least B tier, right?
Yeah, it wasn't completely bad. It had some flaws, sure, but it would be ridiculous to—
Get that bias shit out of here, guys. That game was dog water. The only thing Resident Evil about this game was that you two were characters in it.
Hey, Sherry was in it too.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Leon! That's not the point! This game was the downfall of the RE franchise. They saw that the action from RE4 and RE5 was successful, so they overdid it like crazy. Fucking explosions every 10 minutes made it seem like a Michael Bay movie. It was alright if you played with a friend, but other than that, the game was terrible. Way too long as well. C tier at best.
I guess she's right, Leon. There was actually no replay value to the game, and the story was pretty lackluster. Honestly, the game could be peak if it got a complete remake, but yeah, it's C tier.
Yeah, I was bullshitting. I can agree with C tier. Let's move on.
Alright, RE7 now. What we thinking?
Solid game. It kind of saved the franchise in a way. It brought the series back to its roots, and actually made me feel scared while playing, unlike the previous 3 entries.
I don't know, the game was kinda mid for real.
Mid? Leon, what are you smoking? The game was great. Ethan was a decent protagonist and the story wasn't bad. Jack was scary as all hell, too. One of my favorite Resident Evil villains, for sure.
You just gonna gloss over how dirty they did you in that game, Chris? I didn't even know it was you until your character said his name.
We don't talk about that.
And don't even get me started on that goofy-ass Mia section of the game. Just killing the stupid-ass mold motherfuckers for an hour was grueling in the worst way possible. I was ready to finish the game that night, but after being in that section for 30 minutes, I just wanted to go to sleep. The shit made me so bored.
Well, yeah, but it was still a good game. Surely at least an A tier, right?
B tier, no higher.
Yeah, Leon, you kinda convinced me. I still think the game was necessary for the franchise's survival, but that Mia section was enough for me to not want to replay the game. High B tier.
You guys suck. Fine, B tier.
Now we got the big boy, Resident Evil Village.
Also kinda mid, but better than RE7.
What?
Yeah. The werewolves were a step up from the mold creatures, but still no zombies. The end part where you play as Chris was basically just some COD mission, too. Mad goofy.
You guys are full of shit. The game was an A tier, right behind Resident Evil 2 Original.
You're just ranking it that high because you wanted to clap Lady D's cheeks, Chris.
No, not just that! She was a great character, along with all the other antagonists. The game was scary as fuck, too. Almost as much as 7 was.
Oh, bullshit, Chris. The only scary part was the giant fetus monster thing. Rest of the game was just some decently fun action. The blocking also played a part in the removal of horror factor.
Yeah, it's high B tier. Take it or leave it, Chris.
Fine, I don't like it, but we gotta get this shit done. High B tier it is. Okay, next up, Code Veronica.
Gotta be the definition of below mid. Fuck that game. It was way too long. Enemies were bullet spongy as hell. And why the fuck was there a hunter around every fucking corner?
Yeah, there were some enjoyable moments, mainly the cutscenes, but it was not a strong entry into the series. Also, I didn't like that little soy boy Steve making moves on Claire. Would not have been a good candidate to continue the Redfield bloodline. Can we agree on low C tier?
Sounds good.
Works for me.
All right, last one. Revelations 2.
D tier.
Yeah, mid-ass game for real.
Mid is kind of a compliment. Shit was just mad boring.
100% agree. All right, fellas, that's it. It was pretty fun. Y'all had some stupid takes on some games, but overall I enjoyed this.
Agreed. It was a pleasure working with you two. Hey, Leon, you think you can stay for a minute? I gotta discuss something with you.
It doesn't have to do with the Redfield bloodline now, does it?
Well...
Fuck off, Chris.
Shit.
Hey, Chris, you know I could help you with...
Don't want to hear it, Jill.
Ah, God damn it.